I've been here the whole time. But it's 6 o'clock. It's the 15th of January and it's a Wednesday. So guess what? We're back. We're back and we're looking at my Civet profile. I am Drift Johnson. This is 5 Below 5 UK. And we're going to be taking a look at some comfy stuff. We're going to do some AI video. I got a whole bunch of custom nodes. Basically everything which I said I was going to build yesterday is built and should be already pushed. So it'll be a little bit quicker to go through today. As you know, every day lately I've had my custom node creation hat on. So we've been pushing new custom nodes. So this would be my Civet AI profile. This is where most of my public models are. So you can get all of my workflows in sort of packs. If you go to the models section, you'll be able to see all types of flux LoRa's, which is something else we've been doing lately. Also, there's some good articles I've written up here as well. You might want to check them out. Probably got a lot of them to write. See, I try to go round in big circles. It's kind of hard to keep track of all the things, all the developments. So I just go in a really big circle. It takes forever, and eventually I'll end up doing everything over and over and over and over and over. But the amount of time it takes me to go round means everything's changed. So we are living in a post-SDXL world. You could say post-flux, in fact, because that's what everybody's using for images. But we now have been seeing a big uptick in video models. So you can see this is Mochi, this is LTXV, this is Hunyuan. We have packs out for all of them. And what we try to do here is we try to experiment a little bit. People in the community submit their workflows. If you want to join the Discord, the link is in the description. And it looks something like this. It could do with a little bit of organization, but you know, one foot in front of the other, that's how I walk. So it'll get there. But essentially what we're going to be looking at is my DJZ workflows GitHub, which is where all of the examples end up going and all of the workflow packs. Okay, you can git clone it onto your machine and just do updates with git pull. It's the best way to do it. But we've got all types of models. The biggest pack is the Flux pack, I'd say. But obviously we have things like Hunyuan and things like LTXV, which you might be looking for. There's also Donut Mochi, but that's getting less attention now. I'm not really sure why that is. I think it might be that Hunyuan is higher quality and LTX is bigger and faster. So it kind of leaves Mochi in a strange position. Even though I do still love it, we've made some great videos with Mochi. Like I said, Mochi looks good. It's not bad. So, in some ways it's better than LTXV, but it's quite a slow model by comparison to these two. Anyway, also there's my DJZ nodes workflow pack, custom node pack. And like I said, we've got detailed nodes documentation now. So every single node is here. They all have an example workflow and documentation, which will tell you exactly what all the stuff does. So I took a bit of time over this, trying to put it together nice, because ultimately, eventually I'll move on to something else and it won't get touched for ages. So that's generally speaking what I'm doing. So I think I've almost done my whole intro. For some reason it used to take me like half an hour to do my intros for these streams. And now I'm getting them done in like 4 minutes to 10 minutes. I'm not really sure what that's about. But please like the stream. We don't exist if you don't like the stream. So that's how you let the YouTube overlords know that we actually do exist. And we are here. And I'll try not to call it out too many times. But I've been told I should remind people more. And it's probably a valid comment, because I never even bring it up. So yeah. But essentially, I haven't even done anything yet. All I've done is just gibber. So let's get into something, and then maybe it's worth liking. Okay. First of all, we did start looking at plasma noise with LTXV last night. So now I'm going to reduce the amount of frames so that it doesn't take so long to show off. But I was running 5 seconds, which is 121 frames. And this resolution is currently set to 1280 by 736. So that means we're natively generating in 720p. And then we're like experimenting with injecting plasma noise, which is pretty cool. I like it. It has a strange effect on it. We did do it with a more conventional prompt of like someone talking, and it made this, which is quite interesting. So I might try doing some stuff with this in a bit, but we're going to take a look at those new custom nodes first. It won't take long because, like I said, we spent the whole stream on it yesterday, and there were a few suggestions that people had, and I finished them off today. So first of all is a dedicated jitter effect node. So what this does is it adds a jitter to the video. It's more visible on this guy than the rest of it, but that's because it's quite a blurry clip. So obviously you've got X and Y amplitude, rotation angle, frame coherence. We also have a board. We have border modes. I like reflect, but I've been messing with replicate. It has a seed, so there's some level of determinism here. But also it means if you don't get a good one, you can try again and get a different one. So but yeah, there it is. There's your jitter mode. And like I said, it's intended for short AI clips. So that would be like, 1 to 5 seconds at 24 frames. So, we're talking like 121 frame batches here. I don't know how big your resolution is or what your system is. So anyway, jitter effect. There it is. It has batch control. If you know how many frames you have, I've explained how you can use this before. So for example, 73 is a prime number. So if I type 72 in the frame load cap, I could put 24 in there because that is a common divisor. Hang on. B. So now when I run this, it will do it in 24 frame batches. This applies to all of these workflow demos because they all just have the thing and then they're pretty much identical. So that's how you run that anyway. I just thought it was worth pointing out. Hang on, how can that be a common divisor? Wait a minute, guys, I'm just doing some math. 24, 48, 72. Yeah. So it is, it's good. Alright, so anyway, like I was saying, this is the jitter effect. It's already up it's already up, so you can just grab it. Image in, image out. Jitter effect. Cool. And like I said, there are other jitter effect nodes, but they don't have all these options, so it is what it is. Right, so that's the jitter effect. Next we have fisheye effect V2, and this is based on a suggestion to be able to have selectable lens presets. Now I don't know if these are very good. It's certainly, I don't know if it's really doing what it says, because the fisheye mode doesn't seem to do anything. Some of these are still a work in progress. They're not broken, but they do have an effect. But I don't really think, like watch, if I put this on ultra wide now, they work and they're fast, but I don't know if it's really strictly 14mm. Do you know what I mean? I'm not convinced. It does give a kind of wide angle effect. So if I go to 24mm wide, it'll be a little bit less, and so on. So I don't think these are like strictly accurate simulations. And as you can see, it's affecting anything that touched the edge of the screen, look. But it's doing its best to try and approximate, you see. So you've got a couple of things you can play around with: vignette, chromatic aberration, and bokeh blur. I haven't really messed with focus distance. I've just been checking the main stuff at the top, like reduce it now, and it should get better, I guess. can still see the edge of the screen. It's quite bad. But then again, I suppose I could just whack a big vignette on it. I haven't even tried that yet. Let's try it. Oh wow, that is a big vignette. Maybe we'll go like 0.5. It's like a peephole. Yes, Electrolab. Oh, comments. Coco Sloan says number 1. Laser Bob says, sheesh. You saw it on my intro. Yeah, lobby screen is sick. Yeah, Electrolab has a cat in a box. Electrolab says fisheye mode false. Yeah, I don't even think that actually works. Like if I put it to true, it didn't make it like the last one. I mean, I don't know. Let me turn the vignette off. But yeah, I did have a go. Basically, I've created it, but obviously the presets are just like made up. I mean, 35mm. We go back to 24mm. See, it does change the spherical distortion. And the joke is you can clean it up with the vignette. It doesn't look as bad when it has the vignette covering up. It's a bit too much vignette. Still. And because it's already blurred, that's why I'm not messing with focus distance, but you should be able to mess with focus distance. For better or worse. Let's find out what it does. Dream Making said, ever tried merging steerable motion with audio react? Testing it now. Steerable motion and audio react. Sounds like a way to automate a deforum based on sound, I guess. Sounds pretty cool. You could definitely make some cool stuff that way. So, audio combined. I mean, this doesn't look bad. You can see a bit of weird stuff going on. It's interesting how much he's leaning over, though, compared to what the original. He's sitting there in the corner, and here he's been distorted right over. That's interesting. So yeah, I'm not sure if the fisheye mode actually has the effect that you think it has. It's certainly not as strong as the V1. The V1 is the best fisheye effect, I think. Of the two, I mean. This one is a bit weird. So, like I said, I'm not really sure. My idea was to put in a fisheye mode on-off. Because you don't really get a 200mm fisheye lens. Yeah. But anyway, it's just more lens effects in the end. This super telephoto is supposed to make it kind of flat, I guess. Maybe it's like going the other way. Let's have a look. It's just the original video. That's just the original video. Why don't I see what it's even done here? But yeah, anyway, it's another video processing node, and I'll probably improve it. Because, like I said, I think that fisheye mode thing doesn't really work as advertised. Otherwise, the node's fine. So, you know, it's like the fisheye node, but it gives you a bunch of presets, which is what people were asking for in the chat. You got some chromatic and bokehs to play with. So, yeah. Alright. So then we'll go on to the next one. Next one is Prompt Dupe Remover V2. So just like I showed yesterday, Prompt Dupe Remover. This one has a preserve case option and also a whitelist. So any word that you enter in here with commas, and you can use two words together like that as in quotes. So yeah, they won't get removed if there is more than one. So if there's a word you want to be mentioned twice, this will allow that. You know, because prompt dupe obviously just removes any word which is duplicated in a prompt. So, and I've got it on randomized directory in halves, by the way. So this is like two halves of two completely different folders of prompts. It's not even the same file there. So it's like a bit of a spaghetti prompt. And what this will do is say, well, if I see these words, I won't remove them if I see more than one. That's what it's doing. Okay, so V2 adds a whitelist, which is something we also spoke about on the live stream yesterday. And then because I did the image interleaved upscaler yesterday, I thought it would be cool to do one that actually works with a GAN model, right? So you can use ESR GAN with my interleaved for upscaling a single image. Okay, so just so we get a different image here, I'll go to like 24, right? So it's going to take just, wait, wait a minute. I meant to do that. Okay, so we're going to skip the first 24 frames and then load one frame. And that is just an image. That will get put in through here, but we're going to use 4x ultra sharp. So there's no scale option here because it's just using whatever the model is. Okay, there you go. 3.75 seconds, apparently. I mean, it says it loaded the model. It's suspiciously fast. But it does have tiling built in. It's allowing you to select it. Top first is interleaved, so that's the way I've got it on the defaults. I don't know, I think that I looked into it. Let me just see if I can show you the documentation on this one, because where is it? Image interleaved upscaler V2. So field strength. What's field strength? Controls the intensity of the interlacing effect. Range 0 to 2, default 1. Higher values increase prominence of interlacing. Lower values create subtle field differences. Okay, so it's just how strong do you want the interleaving or the interlacing to be? Okay, so this is like the interlaced upscaler for stills. That's what this basically is. And because I had a GAN version, I just combined the code so that we can support GAN. So then you can use a 1x for refining, or you can use a 4x for proper upscaling. And like I said, it ran super fast. Let's see, save that, and we'll check the size. It's now 3072 by 1760. If I actually open up the file, and remember this guy had like a weird VHS effect over the top of him, so we've tried to make it difficult. It definitely used ultra sharp, I'll say that much. God, that's weird. So yeah, like I said, I just wanted to have it so we can experiment with it. Sometimes it puts out a specific look. So what if I'd use face up sharp? All I know is it's fast, because technically it's like doing a trick. It's I think it does upscale of image and then interleaves. It's very strange how it works. Electrolab says 50mm is like our eyes. Bigger numbers are zoomed, so not fisheye. So 200 is tele. And he goes, what is steerable motion? Well, steerable motion was something which came out a while ago. Let me see if I can just look it up. Bano Doko, steerable motion for Comfy UI. And this came out about a year ago. Or 2 years ago. Nah, that's Git ignore. It can't be 2 years. Well, the requirements were 2 years ago, but I'm not sure if it's really that old. But yeah, so steering motion with images is what they are saying. Powerful methods for steering. So what do we got? Length of influence. We could probably make use of a lot of this stuff. Well, it says it's Comfy UI compatible, but what is it actually compatible with? Because it doesn't say. So it's got steerable motion.py and an init and a requirements. Matplotlib. I've already got that. Huh. It says it's for Comfy UI. Let's see if I can find it in the manager. Because this was a while ago. Steerable motion. And then someone else did IP animate. I think I ended up checking out both of them. So steerable motion relies on animate diff. So that's why I didn't. Yeah, because animate diff isn't compatible with the new Flux. But then this one is like, but then we use IP adapter and control net. So I'm like, yeah, but IP adapter and control net are for a Model 2. So that means that you're also stuffed. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, oh, but we don't rely on, you know. But then you do, though, because you rely on IP adapter and advanced control net. So then it's like, which control nets? Which IP adapter? Did you write your own IP adapter? From main. Nothing in the requirements. IP adapter animate node, right? And then it requires you to plug an IP adapter in it. It requires a clip vision. So I wonder what models it actually is compatible with. Because some of them can run using the Comfy pipeline, so as long as you have a valid control net for whatever model you're using, it will actually work. We haven't looked at Flux IP adapter for a while, you know. I wonder if it even still works. You guys got me thinking about stuff, chat. Okay, so anyway, the last one I did, let's just close this for now. The last one I did was wavelet composition. I was working on that towards the end of the night last night. And it was a bit strange because for some reason the order was wrong. And it's still kind of out of place. And I'm still not happy with it as well. And I'll show you why. So it does wavelet decomposition is the name of the first node, wavelet decomposition. And so what it does is it essentially is extracting the detail in various layers of frequency. So we've got high frequencies and low frequencies. So this would be the final blurred color layer. And the idea is that when you stack all these back up together, you end up with the original image. Okay? And don't worry, the strange discoloration on his skin is intentional. Okay, this is like one of my test card videos now. It's blurred out in the back, sharp in the front, overlay from a cropped VHS footage. So anyway, so you've got your different layers of high frequency and then into low frequency. Alright, so that works. The only thing I'm not happy with is scale 5 is black, which I'm not 100%. I think I might still have a problem with the code for the last layer. But the more annoying thing is that when I reassemble them, it doesn't look like the original, which means I'm doing something wrong. So basically I'm releasing it, because I release everything. I'm not going to leave something half finished and not release it. Because I'll just forget and move on. But I think I'm doubling something somewhere. I'm not sure if it was adding the original image back in. Let's just run it one more time and see. Yeah, it still looks like that. So I just didn't want to waste too much time on it, because I'll come back to it when I remember it. But the point is, it looks doubled. It looks like I've ended up with the original and all of these images, which is strange because I've got my residual and I've got my 5 scales, and when I look at the 5 scales, one of them is black, sure, but I don't think it would cause it, because this is like what happens when you put 2 of the same image together. But anyway, or when you, yeah. So yeah, I've got to figure out, the way I'll know it's working essentially is when these 2 images are the same. So if you don't change anything, when it splits the frequencies and then puts them back together again, these 2 images should look identical. Down to the pixel, they should be identical. So something's not working, something isn't correct with my process. It looks like it's working, but there's clearly something still going wrong there. So until I figure that out, like I said, I'm putting it out because it would have been a waste of time otherwise, but I'll get there. Alright. So that's basically the whole new custom node section done. So now what have we got? IP, animate and steerable motion was 2 things we was looking at. Let's have a look at what else Bano Ducko has. They have Do. Looks like Do got way more attention. And that's more recent as well. Do. Never heard of it. Last update June 30th. So what's it for? SDXL? It's built for computers with more than 12. You would hope that it would be a bit more efficient if it's been out for so long. Okay, so it's like a timeline animation thing. That's cool. I never even knew her. And then you can get it on Pinocchio. Interesting. Or you can install it manually. They've got their own program. So yeah, you'd be better off running with Pinocchio and selecting Do. Seems like a lot of heavy lifting, though. Where'd you get the where'd you get the prompt? You generate hundreds of images in the right style and theme using the inspiration engine. Then assemble those frames into shots you can granularly edit. And then animate these with more granular, lots of granular settings for frame and motion lawyers. So it's all running on SD 1.5 in animated diff then. That's what it is. It's got to be. I mean, I would love to see something that proved me right at that point, but I don't want to waste more time. Okay. I mean, this looks cool. But I think we can probably do better. I don't know. Alright, so let's get rid of these examples because it's just one node. I don't need to have a whole page open just to... Right. So now we're back to this lady here. So how about I just use my newscaster thing. The news. Here we go. So if I say news reporter on location and make a video. I also need to get a Hunyuan open. Let's see what else we've got here. Audio. I feel like I've finished with that for now. And this one too. This one we've still got to have some fun with. But I'm saving it for a rainy day. Electrolab says, I like anything audio reactive. Yes, and be right back. He's gone for dinner. Coco gives him a wave. Okay. So this is LTX, so I've already got LTX open, but I think this is a slightly different version of LTX. Yeah, it is. See, with this different version, we got sampler custom, so we can't do the noise injection because it creates its empty latent here. And the thing is, the empty L. Do you know what? I wonder if we could write. Ooh, now there's an interesting idea. I've never tried anything quite that ambitious. So build an LTXV latent video, like a latent video node for LTXV. But the difference is it has a so you could call it empty LTXV latent video encode. I gotta look at how it does it. So the noise seed is coming from here, and it's just a random int. So I was thinking, could we have an initial latent here? You know, make an empty latent which has plasma injection, right? Because the first thing I'd have to do is I'd have to find the code for this, which actually isn't, I don't think that's that difficult. Let's move this guy up to the end so I can see what I'm doing, right? So if I go comfy, anonymous, just go here, and then type empty LTXV latent video in the top. Empty LTXV latent video, like that. Oh, I think I found it. Yep, that's the one. So we'll go there, and it's literally this. Yeah, I think that's it. Electronic Music Arts Collective. Hello, hi-ho, everybody, he says. Hello, welcome to the stream. So yeah, I'm considering doing something a little bit more ambitious than usual. I don't normally create these nodes because it's usually a disaster. Hang on, let me just find out. Because you got image to video here though. VAE and image. So you'd think I could just use this. Hang on a minute. Let's not make things too complicated for myself real quick. Let's just use the node that we were given. So, image LTXV. No, can't get away with that. Oh my goodness me. Okay, we're back. So, I'd be better off just saying, yeah, there it is. LTXV image to video. It kind of has a, you have to put the prompt through it. I don't think that's going to be a problem.
You're listening to 5below5.uk radio. I put this together with all the tracks I've done over the last few weeks. Thanks for listening.
I need a bit more length. Okay.
So why not go over to 5below5.uk? Check out our YouTube tutorials as well.
Get that one there.
That in the morning.
So, positive to positive, positive to positive. Negative to negative, negative to negative. And then we're going to do 1280 by 736. Whoops. And we're going to do 249 frames. Well, how about we just start off slow with 73? And then we've got an image noise scale as well. Okay. I'm going to mute that one. So I don't need to write the node if they already wrote it. Then we get our plasma noise and just throw that in there. What VAE are we using? This one. Just like that. Uh, 1280 by 736. Yep. Now we could put a parameter into both of these if we wanted, but for simplicity I'm just going to do it manually for now. So this is the long play workflow, so I'm going to just change that. Plasma. Because that's what this is now. I'm trying to get it to run with GJF Q8 091 VAE. It's interesting because it's not image to image. See, image to image noise scale is currently low. So I'm going to put that to like 0.9. Let's see. Electronic Music Art Collective. Good idea, Drift. Why invent the wheel again? Use existing code blocks to solve the issue. Your workflows are so clean and easy to understand visually. Thank you, my friend. It's probably because I used to teach Unreal Engine. In a way, this feels messy to me. I can feel the people that taught me breathing down my neck. Yeah, see, if you just hit the unnoodle, you know, you can hit the no noodle button, and then they all disappear. They all disappear. But yeah, I try to go left to right, top to bottom as much as possible. Just in case you're wondering, we've got face creation and face swapping down in the bottom here. Alright, so I think this is ready to give this a go. So we're on news location community. So how about we change it to newscaster agent. Oh, latent image. Oh, he forgot to hook it up. Yeah, that helps. This should be interesting. No spaghetti monster. Yes. The noodles are very important to understand. Yeah, it's true. You have to know what's going on. It's the main reason listen, easy use and all that stuff is great. But unless you're very experienced, it's probably a good idea to keep the lines so you can see where everything goes. It's very hard to debug when you have to play a mental game of invisible snakes and ladders at the same time. When it's all like drawn lines, you can just click on it and go, what's it connected to? Oh, it's connected to, oh, okay, and that's connected to, and that's connected to. You can just keep following the line and figure it out. How many frames did I pick? 73. Okay, that's cool. Because normally I'm going for 121 to 249 now, or something like that. Yeah, so I've got nothing against those get set nodes. I actually think they're awesome, and a lot of my big all-in-one workflows use them. But I converted back to using only lines, mostly for compatibility, but also because I'm trying to teach people how to use stuff. If they want to like use advanced things to hide stuff, that's fine. But it's like when you're learning, I think you really do need to know where it all is going, and it doesn't help to hide them at that point. It's actually really confusing. Like, where is it? Where's this one I've been teasing you guys with? This one. I've been teasing this forever. And this is made by a really great workflow builder. He's a Patreon guy. I bet he's very successful. I'm trying to find his name. I swear it was in there somewhere. I didn't delete it. Anyway. The point is, this does something which I've done in like almost no nodes. But these are written, you know, to use control net and animate diff and motion laurers and not your laurers, and it's all 1.5 stuff. So it's ridiculous. IP adapter. The thing I took from this was this one. So we can do Gaussian noise, right? So then you don't even need an empty latent. So this is like another way of making noise with just the batch range, the width and the height. Really. Oh, sheesh. What the heck? Look at this. This didn't do what I wanted it to do. It started off with colored noise and then blah, blah. Wow. It just started as noise and then immediately became what my prompt was. Now, the question is the plasma noise actually doing anything? I don't think it is. So maybe I do still need to do this. There's no initial... Right. Alright, well... I just wanted to answer the question, because if you do it with this, the LTX video node, you get the initial latent, and then you can actually do... The first latent is this. Agent. What are we doing here? 720, 121. Okay, so this is going to be a reasonable amount of time. 5 seconds. It was quite slow the other day. And I still haven't figured out if it's this approach, which is faster, or what. I haven't figured that out yet. Because all I know is that I've got 2 mainline workflows right now. So this is native Jajuf, and this is using the nodes from the author of LTX, right? And this has the initial latent where you can actually do plasma noise proper. The other one I just did image to image with a plasma noise. LTXV plasma noise, yes, that's what I'm trying to do. It's the initial latent, so I'm injecting plasma noise as the initial latent. You can get this from Comfy Plasma. It does interesting things with some models. This video was generated with plasma noise, but I was just seeing if you could do it with the native, because the native workflow approach is using sampler custom, and of course sampler custom is normally coming off of this. It didn't do that. It just literally started with colored noise and went blah, blah, blah. So it just rejected the plasma noise, to be honest, because I put the noise scale up real high, which is what you're supposed to do. Wait, it's chugging. So yeah, what I'm thinking is you got to do it a different way. And the issue is that it creates an array of 249 latents. I don't know if they're all empty or if just the first one is empty. So that's one thing I'm not really clear on. But this is an experiment, which didn't work. There you go. That's what it's supposed to be. Because this is my long play. So the question is, how else can we inject the plasma? I suppose I could just do like, I mean, I don't even know if the AE encode is going to work for this. Because, I mean, it's got native support, right? So you'd think you'd be able to do something like that. But then we want to like make the first latent this, which I don't think is actually that easy. Because there's only one of them. Could you do latent blend perhaps? It'll only throw an error, but I'm just thinking like the same image though? This is where you got lots of questions. Natron color noise. Natron, there you can find many colored noise methods. Let's just look this up. Natron. Open source video compositing software, similar in function to Nuke or After Effects. Natron, node graph. Have I just found something with the same name that's related but isn't what you're talking about? Probably. Makes me just come back to this and go, should I just write it myself? Hang on. Let's have a little conversation with El Claudio. I have been experimenting with adding different types of color noise to AI generations. It's good enough. Let's just give him something to chew on. Here is an example of plasma noise. Please list as many noise types as you can. Here we go. Perlin, simplex, Wally, value, Gaussian, white noise, pink noise, brown noise, wavelet noise, hey hey hey, fractal noise, diamond noise, Voronoi noise. Or is that Voronoi? I don't know. Your use of plasma noise is interesting. Yes. Yes. What? Yes. I don't know about all that, but yeah, sure. Well, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. I'm having an idea, but it's slowly forming for some reason. So it's like, there's got to be more than that. Yo, Brock Masson, welcome, welcome. He is saying, what up? Welcome to the stream. Electronic Music Art Collective. This noise pattern looks like a Caribou cover. Caribou, your love will set you free. Caribou. Yes. I feel like it's not really giving me many different noise patterns here. I feel like he's kind of being boring. Hang on. What vibrant color noise types are there? Chromatic plasma noise, yes. RGB turbulence, prismatic noise, that was a big one, I remember that one. HSV, HSL, gradient noise with color mapping, polychromatic cellular noise, that's interesting. So the next question is, how do I want it to, you know, what do I want it to look like? Yeah. And so what I reckon I'll do is I'll just grab something which is similar. So that would be something which just outputs image for starters. I just put out image, string chaos, string weights. I probably went past it because there's so many of them now. There's a whole bunch of them that, here we go, like the parametric stuff, that's similar. fractal generator. Fractal generator is basically the same thing. I just need to carve out the fractal stuff. So I'll probably use the V1 because it's the most basic. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Don't worry about the spelling, I'm just going to blast through and then fix it afterwards. And we want this to be called Noise Factory or something silly. Noise Factory. And there'll be other versions of it, I'm sure, right? Okay. It will be based on, and then we add our file. It's just a node that works, right? Based on fractal generator bracket 1 is technically the name of this particular one. It will be based on fractal generator.py for the template and the output format. It should expose the height and width parameters along with all the yeah. Is that enough? I bet that's enough. Alright, let's check the comments. My idea is to change color depth. Lower it so you only have 32 colors. Hang on. Natron has all noise in Python already. Yeah, I tried looking up Natron. But it just showed me a program. So I'm still not sure we're thinking of the same Natron. But I would love to use their script. You know what I mean? But what I do is I make a basic script that works. And then I make a V2 afterwards. Which would have like more ambitious code inside of it. That's usually what I've been doing. So it's like, see if you can get the concept to actually work first before you start getting big plans of like making an Android app that's going to make you loads of money. How about just little break it down into little steps? It's like, we'll get there one day, I'm sure. So what does it need? It needs Open Simplex. That's interesting. So it's going to do Plasma, Perlin RGB, HSV. Other types are listed, but default to Plasma until implemented. Okay. Requires Open Simplex for Perlin noise. That's crazy. I've never seen that before. Right, well, all I actually need to do, little tip, is go into my requirements.txt and just add that. Like that, and then hope that I don't need to figure out an exact number for this. A lot of this stuff you already actually have in Comfy. Okay. So let's just download this bad boy and find out what it can do. Just gonna kill that for a sec. Noise Factory. noise factory. And then I'll need this back. Get over here, add noise factory. Yeah, I'm quite happy that there's only a couple of them which are like that. The wavelet decompose and compose. That stuff is a bit iffy. Whoops. But I'm quite happy with the rest of it. All the rest of them are pretty solid. Man, I wish I could still see what I was looking at without having to jump around like this. Here we go, that's all I want. Noise factory. I don't know about pattern. I'm just going to call it noise factory, actually. It's driving me mad. There we go. But yeah, any source code which could be helpful to what I'm doing, please share it, because like I said, I'll probably end up using it to solve it when it breaks. Noisy factory. Alright, that's done, so I think I can get back over here. See, here we go. What the heck am I generating here? Oh, it's Paradistro. That's no good. I can't judge nothing from that. Let's go with dialogue close-ups. Oh, wait, hang on. I was in a different castle. Was I not? Yeah, this is all old stuff. Right. So's that. There we go. We got a big fat newscaster. Hey, he's not that fat. He's pretty fat. So this is the one that lets us inject it properly. When I say properly, you know, I can just use this straight in there. So I think the question was, will it let me do this crazy stuff here? I bet it won't. And there's another way of doing it as well. Mute that one for now. So this one's creating a latent, which is cool. There's no way this is going to work. Surely I need to, like, do something. Wait, hang on. Something didn't... What? Huh? There's no way. Because surely the length is wrong. Because this is 249. You can't just blend 249 latents with one latent. Yeah, I thought so, look. Input dimension is not equal to len. Yeah, it's not going to work because it's not really one latent. That's why I thought initial latent might work like the other one, but you can't do that. Oh well, fiddlesticks, I guess. But that's the native stuff. If you just go over to, see what I mean? It just does this anyway. So yeah, but it does work over the other side. It works here. So, and that's why we're writing a new node now. That may or may not. So I may as well close this. I can't do it with this one. So it's this workflow, which is, I need to test and see if I can do Jijuf with it. It might be that you can't, but I will test that. Because I kind of like the Jijuf. Right, where is it? We're on newscaster agent. Cool. So, project plasma. So let's get a load VAE. and just get the LTX. I just want to see if this is a problem. Oh man, I need to get that fine-tuned VAE, boy. So good. But I'm on 091 now. Go like that. And just, you know what? Let's just make a reroute so that if we need to switch it back, it's not a pain in the ass. There we go. Alright. There's only one model input, so I think I'll get away with that. Okay. See what it. See if it complains. Oh wait, crap! I got Schnell Q2 in there. That's not what I wanted. I wanted this one. All right, you can go again. What did I miss? Retro look for color depth. Yeah, I made a thing for you, Coco. You probably missed that. It's called bit clamp, video bit clamp. Yeah. So you got 8-bit, 16-bit, 32-bit, 64-bit, 128-bit. So it's similar to what you're thinking of. And then I also made a three-tone styler as well. These are both recent. So he said, my idea is to change color depth, lower it so you only have 32 colors. Yeah, so I got bit clamp. And remember, Floyd Steinberg is very slow, like 200 seconds for one frame, but everything else is lightning fast. So I just use ordered. And I don't think YUV really works properly, but RGB works fine. The three-tone styler is a bit different. It clamps whatever you put into it to three-tone. And say I pick blue with complementary and mid-tones. Blue is the middle colour. So if I was then to say some other setting, it's going to dynamically change it for me. 8-bit and then into the thing. This should be interesting. I'll get another one of these down here just so we can see what it was like. What's he complaining about? Did it complain? Did it crash? No something down sample. Interesting. Let's see it do it again. Oh, my bad. Oh right, it's actually giving a proper complaint. That's crazy. It's actually giving a proper complaint. It doesn't like the VAE. Quite simply. Alright, so what if I take it from that VAE? Ah yeah, that's why we did it. Let's see if you still complain. She doth protest. There is a node to clamp colours, colour palette, but you cannot choose which colours. Right, well maybe I will make one that does allow you to choose colours. Oh. See, at the moment all I've got is the different bit rates and then, you know, the different complementaries and stuff. Have we got like a fixed seed? We should definitely put it on fixed seed if we're going to be messing around. Fixed seed, fixed. It's still complaining, isn't it? LTXV model has no attribute conditioning mask. This is crazy. Just go back to using it. You know what I mean? If you can't use the VAE and you can't use it, okay, fine. So I can't do that then. All right. This model configurator don't like it. That's okay. This is the official workflow from the people behind LTX videos, so if it can do the thing I want it to do, I'm okay with this. So model is loaded. And remember, we are generating 5 seconds at 720p here. It's not like a little video or anything. So let's see. Let me see. I think I fixed the seed, fixed the prompt seed. Gotta fix this seed as well. Just gotta make sure. So there's only the string painter, which is okay. That's fine. Color palette actually does something else. There was a node. Can I say pal? Color palette. I could have sworn that palette is French. But maybe it's a man and not a girl. Or something. So, this makes a color palette. And then you would use that with a color control net. But these are all ancient now. Ancient. So yeah, this gives you a color palette, but it's not actually useful. Okay, so we'll wait for the result on that. What else can we do that's fun? I know. VHS V3. Now, what did VHS V3 do? I think that did like distortion bands. Yeah, and then this one does the actual video. So if I do the video first and then do those little lines that come down the screen next. Oh no, the internet. Okay, so I'm putting my bit clamp on it, then I'm putting my 3-tone styler on it, which is just for fun. I'm probably going to get rid of these eventually, but the point is, yeah, we'll see what they do, if you haven't already seen what that does. But then we're going to do VHS effect V1, VHS effect V2, and then probably my interlaced upscaler. Probably go with the GAN first, and I'll show you why. And then we'll do this sneaky. And then we'll go with the V2 for the, yeah. So this one's going to go in here, this one's going to go in here, this one's going to go in here, this one's going to go in. No, no, no. Here. Put him up, put him up. Put that there, put that there. Okay, now might be the end of it, but we'll see. Okay, and obviously we're going to need an upscale model here, so I'm going to pick 1X DJPEG. So this would be a refiner. It's not upscaling. But anyway, I'm sure it'll make sense. It'll make sense. Now, one thing you've got to be careful with on this is that adding all these different things, they all like stack up on top of each other. Like we probably only need I'm just trying to make sure I'm not going too far here. This doesn't do any upscaling. And then this one does. We'll go all the way on that one. Makes you wonder, where'd you put the face swap? It's in there somewhere. In fact, that's probably what I should have kept that other workflow open for, so I could steal the face swap stuff. But I wonder, where would you do the face swap? Probably before this. Before you start doing processing and stuff. And like I said, the video bit clamp is for fun. And the rest of it wasn't even connected yet. So this is what I'm going to be really messing around with. But someone asked about this, so... Or asked about this kind of thing. Not exactly this. And this is going to be quite strong. I probably should have done like 16-bit with none or something. But yeah, we're just waiting for the video to finish cooking. We're using a newscaster agent. Everything is fixed, so I think... I'm not sure if it was this generation or the next one. Electronic Music Art Collective says Net SF Open FX Set Noise. Or SE Noise, I'm not sure. I think he meant Set Noise. And then Electrolab says, yes, I remember a color range selection node investigating. So it might just be that I just don't have that right now. It's usually what it is. I just don't have it on the system. Look at that CPU lag. Right, I'm going to go down and get these in front and center. And I'm going to make a coffee. Where is he? Whoa! Okay, that'll do. It doesn't want to stop bouncing around because of the CPU lag. Coffee time. Still not finished yet. Oh, it died, Jim. Makes me wonder. Well, I'll put it back to 3 seconds then. So this does seem to make it harder to do, which is interesting. I've not come across that before. See, I was doing 249 seconds just fine. But I guess that was the other workflow, not this one. So how about we do 73 or even 49 just so that we can see a result here. Oh, it actually killed it. It actually killed it dead. Alright, well. Oh, I've got 2 mouses. What the heck's going on? Did you see that? Holy crap. What just happened? That was cursed. Suddenly I have 2 mouses and then the desktop exploded. It doesn't happen often, but there it is. Like I said, this is live. Something broke then. I hope it didn't break it. Maybe I have to restart it. I don't know what that was, but it was brutal, whatever it was. Yeah, no, I look, it just got brutalized. I don't know how. I don't know what. Yeah, we can try again. I go away for 5 seconds and Comfy explodes. What the hell? What the hell, Comfy? Now, could there have been something? Yeah, I probably could have fitted a tiled VAE here, to be fair. To be fair, I probably could have done something. Yeah, I probably could have done something like that. Probably 768. No, that's too big for one side, so 512 would be okay. Might have to go smaller than that, actually. Oi! I was working here. Right. Coffee machine. Hopefully it doesn't explode this time. Water, that coffee machine. I can never understand it. Big design flaw. You know? I'm always putting water in the top and it just keeps running out. Okay, hang on. LTXV VAE has no attribute upscale ratio. What? Okay, so maybe I wasn't so stupid for not using that there node. Okay, it doesn't work, so can't use it apparently. It doesn't understand what upscale ratio means, unfortunately. Okay, I'll just put it back to how it was then. Yeah, put it in there. There we go. Strange. I thought that was compatible because, oh well, I guess this isn't the native Comfy work. Okay, fair enough. This isn't the native Comfy, is it? This is the LTX video loader, and you know. So to be fair, yeah. I'm just trying to do 2 seconds. Usually I just do video to video, so you make your video, you've got the video in a folder, and then you use one of the example workflows to just process the video that you want. So you don't need to really build any of this stuff into a workflow. But you can. You can. Because the argument goes that it's easier to do the processing separately. Oh, check it out. So here we have our, what's this one? 16-bit with no dithering. So if I put ordered dithering and then over on this side, I say I want primaries. Oh, that's interesting. So we're doing the VHS effect. And then we're doing the VHS distortions. And then we're doing a 1x upscale on the distorted VHS. We might have to do this one earlier, I think. Because it might solve the look. It's not a bad idea to have it try and solve the lines, though, because it'll make them more organic, I think. Oh, comfy. Oh, he ran out of memory. He ran out of memory at the last minute there. Now... Oh, poor old Comfy, eh? He died. That's alright. We can rebuild him. You're not getting out of it so easily. Right, so what I will do is I will disable the 3-color thing, because we don't really need that. This is fun. You know, doing the thing. Where is it? So we could go, let's go 64-bit. Whoa. Whoa! Let's do 64-bit ordered RGB. And ask for another one. It is interesting though, the plasma noise, it does produce, well, if it wasn't solid blue, I mean, I'm doing funny things with my video now, but my point I'm trying to make is, this is kind of nice, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's a shame you can't do it with the native setup, but maybe there is a way, This is why I was starting to write a custom node, but I've never written a latent maker. I've written a latent loader, but that's not the same. Just loading a file from a directory, that's not the same. So hopefully I won't run out of memory again. See, the problem is, I'm running the full model with the full clip and the full VAE, so it's like, oh wait, I'm not running that VAE right now. I'm using whatever it came with, okay? Oh yeah, look at them logs, every single frame. You know exactly what's up. Oh. Okay, it's dithered, right? And it's taking the color down, so probably what I'll do is I'll turn the dithering off. So we've VHS'd the dithered, and it's 64-bit as well. See, I'm going to get rid of the dithering on the next pass, but do the VHS effect V3 for the lines. Probably reduce the number of lines as well. So like 1 distortion band. So is there anything else? I could reduce it a little bit. No. Put it to EP. Wherever possible. Get rid of that. Just trying to think, what else have we got? We don't want dithering, no. VHS effect. Because the dithering, it creates this parallax at certain sizes. Oh, we run out of space again. This is why I don't generally do the generation at the same time as the post-processing stuff. Wait a minute though. I one diddly under, because it's only doing 49 frames right now. I know what to do. It's actually really simple. Just open a new tab. Not that kind of tab. Just open a new tab. Color correct GPU. Oh yeah. Color correct GPU, yeah. Not. Ah, right. Okay. So. Okay. So. I'll just say load. Load video, please. We'll just do upload, which is fine. That'll go in like that. Okay. Now, all connected to the same thing. So, what I reckon is... Obviously, I'm going to delete all this. That. That's pretty obvious. Get rid of these. Whoops. So then we've just got this. So I say batch manager. Oh, here he is. So then we can go plug that into these guys and we'll split the job up. Yep. And yep. Yep. There we go. So then I'm loading 49 frames. 49 is a bit of a weird one, so I'll say 48 and 24. That divides nicely. And then I'll just upload the video from the previous workflow, right? Hang on a minute. That's 5 seconds. So 240. It's 24 frames per second. Hold up. 24 times 5 is 120. Divide that by 24. 5. I know it sounds stupid, but I gotta do it sometimes. 120. So we dropped the 121. We dropped the 1 and just go with 120. Because you can lose 1 frame. That's not a big deal. Okay, so let's change this. I'll just change this to VHS, and I'm just going to say batch. LTX is correct. LTX 091 VHS batcher. Okay, which is in 2 ways. It's a VHS batcher for the Video Help Suite Batch Manager, which I'm demoing, but it's also VHS because that's the style we're going to apply. Anyway. I probably should have said unload models before I did this, just to give me every last ounce of power. Is this going to do this in batches? Because it's quite complicated. Bit clamping. Got an oom. Bunch of stuff. Got prompt. Did I miss one? No, I believe I got them all. Alright, well, we'll just wait and see if we can do it, because you saw it run out of memory. So then, bit clamp, nice. Throttle mouth says tritone, and also I've been using plasma for image gem. Yeah, that's why I thought I'd give it a go with video. It does work. It's just a bit, you can't apply it in all ways. You have to do it only with the LTX video approach. It doesn't work with the native approach at the moment, unless there's another way. There's probably other nodes that allow you to inject that noise. I completely forgot that I have a new noise factory plugin to. I have a new noise factory thing somewhere. It's not there yet, so I'm guessing I haven't restarted. Wait, of course I've restarted Comfy. I've done it a bunch of times. See, I just remembered. It just hit me. I wrote Noise Factory ages ago, and I haven't even tried to test it yet. It's in there. Okay, well, once I finished this tangent, I guess. Wait, I swear I turned off dithering. Oh, it's not dithering, it's just... Wait. Okay, the preview hasn't updated then, surely. Oh, it made it to the end. Yeah, it's doing it in bits, look. So it just did the next bit. So the reason none of them have updated yet is because it hasn't actually finished one yet. So let's see if we can find it. It might even say meta batch 2 of 5. So it's taking 73 seconds to process each of the 5 batches. Because we're doing a bunch of stuff. And I think at the end of it we're actually doing a 4x and we're using a ESR GAN DJPEG so we've got a refiner step, we've got an upscaling step, and then we're applying, this is for the flicker lines, this is for the VHS itself, and then this is a bit clamp, and it's going to be to 64-bit color depth. This is all trying to emulate old looks, so it's not a complete waste of time. But yeah, I wonder why my factory hasn't appeared. You'd think if I type noise factory, it would come up. So that means there's something wrong with it. Ah, I know what it is. I didn't install... It's got new requirements, right? So while it's doing this, I'm going to do that. Okay, so let's see. Installed collected package, open simplex. I think that was the new dependency. So on the next restart that'll be sorted. Just gotta wait for this to finish. What step are we on now? 3 of 5. It's taken roughly a minute and a half. This is a 5-second clip as well, and I think it's generated in 720p, so this will be like a 5K video clip when it's finished. Whatever that means, whatever the hell 5K is. 5,120 by whatever it is in 16:9. Definitely acceptable in terms of size. Oh, wait a minute. What? Why did that change? Hang on a minute. Isn't this like 30 seconds long? Oh, well, that would explain why it's taken so long. Ah, luckily I loaded the wrong video. I loaded the wrong video. 120 frames. Okay, so this is 64-bit color depth, and then into VHS, and then with the scan lines on there, not scan lines, like flicker lines, I guess you could call them, distortion lines. It's annoying that I messed up the video though. What the hell? I could have sworn maybe I got distracted at the last minute. Supposed to pick woman talking, but hey, we get car driving fast, so it's not so bad. So yeah, this would be the flicker lines with the VHS effect. Looks good, looks good. And then this would be after doing GAN 1X refiner on it. And that's using my interlaced technique, so it's fast. Okay, and then finally the 4X, and this is the final thing. Oh boy, so let's just save that. Open her up. What do we got? We have a 5120 by 2880 emulated VHS clip. That's full screen. I appreciate it probably won't come through because of, in fact, I'm just going to pause the frame because I know that there's like mad compression on live streams. So if I give it a few seconds, you might actually have half a hope of seeing what this actually looks like. See these little flicker lines. Okay, so that's all very well and good, but the whole point of that was to process AI video, not GTA 5 montage footage, which I made years ago. That's got to be like 2017, 2018 maybe, I don't know. Oh look how much quicker it is now. Because that's also, yeah. I think I must have resized it or something, whatever this clip is, or whatever it was. I don't know. Okay, so that's the first step done. So it's going to keep going. So remember, we're using the batch control. Where is the batch control gone? It's hiding out. It's hiding. So there's your batch control, right? So it divides up the number of frames that you wanted to process into groups of whatever. But it has to divide evenly or it'll fail. And then it'll assemble them all at the end. So far, so good. That's meta batch 2 of 5 done. So it's got three more to do. But yeah, like I said, messing around with the color clamp. So that's video bit clamp node. This one, VHS V2. This one is VHS V3, which does the interference and the flicker. And then the 1X. And then finally, the 4X, but this doesn't use a model. And then you end up with like this, like I say, I'm going for a retro look anyway, so. But yeah, hopefully the next video that shows up will be doing something with this. Which is pretty good. It looks a bit weird though sometimes. Like the way the shape of the face seems to change. There's something about it wants to show the other eye. It's like it doesn't want to let the other eye disappear behind the nose. And so it kind of changes the shape of her face in order to... Do you know what I mean? It's kind of strange to look at. It's like her eyes should go out of sight, be occluded by the nose, but the model's like, no, she's got two eyes, so it like makes her face fatter to keep the eye there on the cheekbone, which is kind of a little bit interesting to me. I don't know. Oh, it's finished. Aha, so we're going to do this first. I'm actually going to turn that off. It was fun to clamp the video colors, but it's not something I really need to do. It doesn't actually... I think it might actually help with the old school video, though, if that makes sense. That's what I'm interested in. I was like, But I think actually, maybe, don't turn it off. Put it up to 128.
You're listening to 5below5.uk radio. I put this together with all the tracks I've built over the last few weeks. Thanks for listening. You can check them all out on my SoundCloud and on Bandcamp. So why not go over to 5below5.uk and check out our YouTube tutorials as well.
Any minute now. I think it's a bit too restricted of the colour palette. But other than that, maybe you should have 2 distortion bands. Right. I can speed this up as well. Let's say I just want to see this. It's just going to do all the pieces of it and then assemble them for me. So that's how it would look with 128. I feel like I should put in 256. I should extend it with some more to go up the range. I don't think there's any point in having 4-bit. Maybe, you know, going the other way. Interesting. Let's do it to this guy. How big is that? What? This is 10 seconds long. So that would be 249 frames, I presume. So 249. Now, again, well, I suppose I just need the calculator, don't I? Hang on. The 249 divided by 24 won't go, but 10 times. So yeah, I can do 240. Right. Yeah. Okay, 240. I get it. So we'll lose the last 8-9 frames. But it should be able to batch it. Okay. And the end of the video is just a big old glitch effect anyway, so we're not really missing a lot. The only other question, of course, is how big is it? Because I might have already upscaled this, and I don't want to be upscaling an upscale. Yeah, it's already 1920 by 1080. But you know what? Let's test it, because he's already been VHS'd, actually. So if he's already been VHS'd, then I would skip the VHS effect, only do the scan lines, this and this. So let's try it out. So he's already VHS, and he's already glitched. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Okay, so when we chop his color clamp down to 128, it looks crazy, actually. It looks like really old TV. So it's going to go and process every single chunk. Yeah. This will be the tricky one because we're doing 1080p times 4. This isn't what this is. VHS plus 1x refiner plus 4x I'll say interleaving. There's also a bit clamp on there as well. That's better. It is what it is now. I wonder what it's doing here. It must be tiling. Yeah, it must be. It's not telling me what it is though, which is a little bit suspicious. One of 10. My goodness, this is going to take a while. So it's on 2 of 10 now. But it's this one that it's doing. The only thing is I'm skipping the VHS effect and just doing the lines, the 1x refiner and the 4x upscale. That's it. And then we'll have to restart because I need to check my noise, my new noise node that I have made, and I haven't even been able to test it yet. Right, that's it. It's nearly too late for coffee, so this will be my last one. Let's give you beautiful people something to look at that isn't just a green line. And for that, I prescribe Hunyuan drift cars. There we go. And I'm back. So yeah, I've had a project which I've been cooking up for a video on the main channel, which is about printing, because obviously a lot of the stuff that we do is we're generating media, and then, you know, it's like all about making it real, you know, like at the moment we're trying to make video, but being able to print into physical media is also something that people want to do, and you've got loads of artwork that you might want to do that with, so it's sort of like obvious. And it got me thinking that we're all using these LLMs and everything to write with, and it's almost like, when was the last time you wrote a letter? I mean, if you work in business, you're probably writing letters all the time, but a lot of people casually don't write letters, because we do instant messaging and email and social media and all that sort of business to communicate, right? But it makes you wonder, if you had AI in control of your, like, postmaster, you could be printing letters that you wrote with AI in record time and then sending them to addresses which AI obtained for you. That kind of thing. So which one was this? What stage are we at now? 5 of 10. 6 of 10. Okay, so it's still got some ways to go. But, hey, I was watching that. There we go. Just got me thinking, you know, I've never really needed a printer, and now I have one, and it's mostly for writing letters, and a lot of those letters are written by a Claude or a GPT. Got me wondering if, you know, writing letters will make a comeback, even though they're being written by AI. But like physical letters that you post. Just got me thinking about that, you know. But yeah, in case you've just recently joined, we've already looked at the new nodes for today. And we've also done some plasma noise video generation. So it's very simple how you hook that up. You just have to use the LTX video model configurator, because it comes with an initial latent. And into that goes the plasma noise. So that was LTX. So one thing I do want to do is just load up some Hunyuan workflows and see if we can't sneak it in there. So that's something to look forward to. We looked at BitClamp yesterday, and everybody knows about my VHS effect by now, I would have thought. I would hope. I probably could do better though. I could probably be posting on like Reddit or something. But to be honest, I think I've only ever posted twice on Reddit with this account, so it's sort of like, yeah. Oh yeah, and there's the empty LTX video latent. So I showed you how you can go and find comfy core nodes. You just literally search it up, just search it up, and then you can get straight to the source, which is nice. But then I immediately saw this node and I thought, why am I bothering to do that? And then actually it didn't work. Because we want to inject a type of noise. So yeah, I'm waiting for this to finish. Wait, what? Lies! It's not finished. It's on 8 of 10, 9 of 10. So it's still got one more pass to go. Okay. And then we can restart Comfy and see if my noise node works. It probably doesn't, but, you know, it's something, right? Oh, okay. So, using the 128-bit clamp, we clamped him. And remember, this is already AI generated video over AI generated video that was already processed into a VHS and then data moshed. Okay. And then we've put the scan lines on there. And they've gone over the top of the glitching, which is quite interesting, because of course normally the glitching would affect that. So it's a recording of a glitched out screen. So yeah, normally the glitching would happen last. And so you wouldn't have those flickers on there. So that's an interesting observation. And then what do we go on to? Then we do the 1X refiner. Which did a pretty good job considering how messed up it is. And then we get to the 4X. Cool. That's going to be a big video. I like the distortions all over him. The distortions look great. The lines, not so much. These little lines that keep distorting and chopping him up, they're good. So let's just preview that. It is cooked, but that's fine. Because you can be more subtle by dialing things back. So 5120 by 2880, 10 seconds long. You know, it's starting to become something worth talking about now, if you know what I mean. Like, if you can get up to these sorts of resolutions so quickly, it's like getting closer to production ready. Like, I appreciate that took a long time to put that video through all of these things here. But this is like the goal, I guess. I wonder. Alright, well, we've had enough of that because, like I said, it's time consuming. But anyway. So it works. Bottom line is it works. That's been all types of processed, but it's like I'm trying to target styles that make you get away with making it look old. Make it look old, and then, you know, it's less obviously fake. You can't really tell that all their faces don't exist, you know. And then maybe it's just foreign. You don't know what this is. Maybe it's some strange language you've never seen before. I don't know. All right, restart. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I don't really know. I mean, what? Just call it example. I could just call it. Ah, nuts. This isn't. Yeah. No. Oh man, it's all, you know, when it's one of those nights when every single time I reach for an example, it's the same thing. Uh-oh. That's okay, don't worry about that. I just want this. Okay. Wait, what? It's doing that thing again. Right. Examples. And it'll be bit clamp, VHS, refiner, 4X. Why is it doing shortcuts when I'm typing? Oh. I wasn't typing. So I just typed all that. Yeah, look, if you zoom out too far, you're not typing anymore. Okay, good to know. Set up for 240 frames, and that'll be 10 seconds. Set up. Adjust your common divisor for your total frames to the batch manager. So I hope that's obvious, you know, if I'm doing 240 max frames, then my divisor could be 24, could be 48, it could be any common divisor of 240 that is, you know. And then it will allow you to do the safe batching. Where's menu gone? Oh, nuts. Come back, please. There we go. It's because I hit a bunch of shortcuts, which I thought I was typing. I thought I was typing, but I was actually zoomed out and it stopped me from typing. Okay. So I'm thinking about, I'll put that into the examples, even though it's not like a one, it's just an example of how you could set it up, because people were saying it was crashing out when I did with a long video, and that's because you didn't break it down. And you know, if you break it down into a batch like this, you can do a 10-second video, no problem. It might take longer, but you're getting around the fact that you ran out of memory the first time. And I just wanted to show you, I got 64 gigabytes of system RAM and a 4090. So that means that if I ran out of memory, it wasn't your fault. It was a system thing. Do you know what I mean? But you can do it a different way, and then it will work. So, and it was quick as well. Like when I think about what it just did, it did 10 seconds of video with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 post-processing effects. So that's like 5 times slower than one of them. You know, assuming that they average to speed. Anyway, I know it doesn't really work like that because some of them are faster than others, but if these are the 5 effects I want, that's how long it takes. And normally you would run out of memory there, especially if you tailed it off the end of a generation workflow. But like I said, I could have a batch directory loader here, so I could have it load the video and then just iterate through the whole folder automatically, and I just leave it on overnight. So speed is never an issue, not really. It's just got to be reliable and do what you want, in my opinion. Because if it was making money, you'd run it all night. If it was making money, you'd have a dedicated machine for it, and it would be running 24/7. It wouldn't ever not be doing this, whatever it is that's making you money. It would just be doing this 24/7. Otherwise, you're losing money in that way. So like I said, speed isn't a problem as long as you're getting what you want out the end of it, and that's valuable to you. I don't know what it is you're going to use. But yeah, time is money, but we can work when we sleep. That's one thing that we're able to do. That means that we effectively double our time every day. You just got to be, I wouldn't even say it's efficiency. Got to be able to juggle. Got to be juggling things, constantly doing. That's how you become. You're cloning yourself essentially. If you manage to get automation to do work for you while you're not working, you can go and do more work, do something else. And then every time you can set something up like that, you're effectively cloning yourself over and over and over and over. But it is a little bit like spinning plates, you know. Read above, he said, monkey. Don't forget, time is monkey. All right. Okay, what do we got? What do we got next? I think we've restarted it now. So let's see if my noise factory is live. It is live. It's live. So we'll do 1280 by 736, and I didn't steal Plasma's code, so I don't even know what I'm going to get. So if I plug that one in there like that, and then we'll just disable all this for now. I just want to see what it can do. Crash. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. It can crash. Is that good? Okay, he's changed the code, everyone. So I'm going to need to open up Noise Factory. Let's give it a go. I'm seeing people posting about Minimax. Uh-oh. Something went wrong and now we can't even load the node at all. What? Is it broken my entire... What? What the hell? What the hell, man? What did you just do? Whoa, whoa. The whole thing is broken. Did I copy it wrong? Open Simplex could not. Open Simplex. But we did install Open Simplex, I'm sure we did. Hang on. Yeah, Open Simplex. So let me guess, whatever fancy business doesn't work. How did it? I think I must have copied something wrong. We'll find out in a moment. Meanwhile, I'll put that workflow in the examples. It's just an example of how you can do a video processing chain with a batch mode. So I'm sure it's useful. It's a video to video process. But then that gives you more, what you call it? That, fuck me. Oh shit, he's moving an engine. Okay, well, that explains it. Yeah, oh hello, we're up. What's the next error? Ah, Noise Factory, seed too strong. Your seed is too strong. I swear I fixed that manually in something. Ah, there, seed. Right. There it is. That's too strong. It's too strong. I'm gonna be leady. I believe I should have it's that, which is correct. I know, it's cheating to edit it myself, but if it's something as simple as that, just the number of Fs. There were too many Fs, guys. So I thought I'd just step in and help out. Now, what's the next error? What the heck is going on? All I did was click here. It shouldn't be like opening stuff or anything. Alright. It says open Simplux cannot be resolved, but it does have it. It does have it. I definitely installed it. I guess we'll soon find out. No Fs were given that day, says Throttlemouth. Are you kidding me? Oh, right, yeah. Fix node recreate. Hey! That's not plasma. You liar. Got RGB turbulence. It's not even RGB. I want my money back. That's not even... This is just all the same. Oh, now that's cool. Okay, HSV noise was worth the cost of entry. Perlin RGB worth entry cost. I like it. Ah, polychromatic cellular. Ah, we're going back to the white and black dots on grey again. And again, that's the same. These are the same. Color wavelet. That's the same. See, he's cheating. He's cheating. It's cheatsy doodles. So that means that the only ones that are real are Perlin RGB, HSV noise, and I think prismatic. No, it's just, is it literally just those two? HSV noise, HSV noise. Okay, so that's actually good, but it does mean that all the rest of them were cheatsy doodles. So what I think I'll do is I'll get him to actually write the code properly this time. Oh, and also I had to change that one thing. Okay. Oh wait, I got a better idea. I'll give him a copy of what we've actually got right now and say, and he'll notice the difference. That's one thing he's good at. So I'll say, I have edited, I'll even tell him, I have edited the seed max to fix a problem with it being too large. Okay, easy win. The node is functioning as I had hoped, but only Perlin, what was it? Perlin RGB and HSV noise are accurately creating different types of noise. Please add the required code for the remaining presets so they can generate the type, what was it? The noise type. They are labeled for. It's like a total hallucination in reverse is what we're trying to do. It's like, oh, you know the thing with the thing, and they'll be like, what thing? And you're like, you know, the thing we were talking about earlier. And then you try to make it figure it all out in reverse. Because it already knows what most of this stuff is. So if you get it to understand the brief, it will just go ahead and pull it for you. Oh, that's the concept. I see it anyway. How I see it playing out. So I've edited the seed max to fix the problem with it being too large, too many Fs. The node is functioning as I hoped, but only for Perlin RGB and HSV noise. So, as I hoped, I'll say comma there. Accurately creating different types of noise. Full stop. Please add the required code, because it might be that he just shortcutted and didn't actually add the code yet. I've found he does that sometimes. Please add the required code for the remaining presets so they can generate the noise type level. It seems it's like unfolding an idea in reverse. I noticed Plasma's missing from the list for some reason. Yeah, it does look like he didn't actually do it. Look at all that code that's being written suddenly. All that code's been written. Look at all this code. He's going to run out of tokens soon. He's been writing like crazy. Oh, is it done? Is he writing something else somewhere else? Yeah, so he didn't even do it. Plasma's missing. Okay. Copy that. People say, oh, what if you break it before? What if you break it though? And I'll say it didn't work in the first place. You had 2 out of 8 settings was working and the rest were not working at all. So, you know, it might have done something before, but I'm still working on it. I believe I saved it though. Yeah, I did. So, okay, so Open Simplex is not yet guilty. Okay, RGB. Is it broken? Ooh. What about plasma? Wait, what? Wait, what? How are you saying that again? Hang on. What? Did he unfix my seed? What? He did. He unfixed Claude. Claude, you big sausage. He did it again. Claude. I even told you, mate. I don't know why he keeps doing that. That's really strange. He's never done this before. But then again, last night he just like put a sign up saying under construction and just said, yeah, I'll get it next time. So he's been a bit sneaky lately. I don't know what's going on. Okay. All right, so we saved that. So it broke, that broke. So, okay, fine. But what I could do is I could put it on fixed and just not use the generation, and then it should still work. Okay, so we got RGB turbulence. Plasma is still, like, I call that placeholder noise. Prismatic, HSV, Perlin RGB, polychromatic cellular. Ooh, that's cool. Rainbow fractal. Nice, nice. Color wavelet. Looks like these are all working properly now. The only one that isn't working is plasma. So, what I'm going to do, I got two options here. So I think the first thing I should do is just back it up, because I don't know what's going to happen next. I'm going to say working, even though it's not finished, it is working, right? So I'm going to say all the presets are now working and producing noise according to the name. The name used in the list. It's kind of like weird backwards stuff, but it makes sense to the LLM. So all the presets are now working and producing noise according to, except for plasma noise. Perhaps we only have placeholder code for this method of noise generation. We should now add it. Add the code for simulating plasma noise. Coco, ooh, what? Claude, you absolute monkey. Yeah. Throttle mouth. Tripitaka says, Niyan. Monkey's ring gets tighter. Electrolab. It once saw an example of seed which is incorrect and remembered it. What a gorgeous noise model. Yeah. So let's see if he did it again. Let's just check it. Did he put the seed back to too many Fs? Yeah, he did. Of course he did. Every time. I even told you. So how many do we have? 4. 8. I meant the halfway point. So yeah, 8. Okay. So, and then we just immediately do that one thing ourselves. So that's 4. There's another 4. There. Max seed is 8 Fs. Good to know. A little bit of comfy trivia. Restart it. And that would be time for me to go and check the plumbing, so I will leave you in the hands of Ahab and I will be right back. Oh. It knackered me. What the? What? Anyway, there it is. BRB. Why is it white? Why is it white? Just being strange. Throttlemouth said, the plasma looks more like someone blowing CMYK powder at a canvas, the plasma noise node. I was expecting something more like an Amiga demo by Melon with plasma waves. 8FS, isn't that RGBA? Okay. Is it going to work this time? Operands could not be broadcast together with shapes. Okay. Is that just for plasma? Or are they all broken now? No, it's just for plasma. Alright. In that case, I will get the error. And we'll do it again. I'll say, when selecting plasma, we receive this error. All other presets work correctly. Probably should have said all other presets work correctly first, but hopefully I didn't just torpedo my whole project. There's a mask. I didn't even know there was a mask. Look at that. This error occurs because we need to properly broadcast the mask. Well, I guess there was, because it says right there, but match RGB channels. Plasma noise generator should now work. Oh, it did it again. He keeps on doing it. It's alright, it's an easy fix, but it's just funny that he keeps messing this up. There. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. Save that. And then restart it again. Okay, let's give it a go. Oh. Bit slow. Time's a ticking. What? 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 The heck is that? Am I missing something here? Did I, That's plasma noise? I don't know what that is. Do you know what? Whoa, what? Whoa, whoa. There's 512 images? Nah, that can't be right. What the heck? What the heck? These are all... Oh, no. It's made loads of really narrow images. No, it's not good. I mean, it is doing a plasma noise, though. But it made so many. Yeah, it's made 512 images, and they're all really thin. So, okay, so what happens if we do RGB turbulence? That's fine. So why is it only plasma's completely screwed? Okay. The the recent change to the plasma mode created 512 images that are all very tall and very thin. I believe you may have mixed the channels and the width. He's like, oh yes, I know exactly what to do. I'll break it. I wonder why it has to do that. And he's done the thing again. Too many F's today, Claude. Too many F's. Too many F's, Claude. Okay. And we're going to go up to the top. And we're going to take the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to delete the rest. Oh, nuts. What the heck did it just do? Listen, I'm just trying to delete some F's. Give me a break. There we go. It's got to be exactly 8 F's. And hopefully not delete the other code while you're at it. Okay. Restart. Restart, restart, restart. Yeah, you're not wrong, Throttle Mouth. It might have been mixing up the batch and the width, not the channel. Because that would also do the same thing. So, RGB turbulence. Still works. So what about plasma? Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, it made again. Yeah. Yeah. It's made. Yeah. Okay. Okay. The batch and the width are swapped. Please fix this. I'm not even going to. Yes, just yes. Yes. Let's see if he can figure it out. Apollonia asks, hey Drift, seeds and comfy UI to a maximum of 8 digits. Is that universal for every node? Because I was getting random seeds with 14 to 16 digits long today. Okay, 8 digits of hex is not 8 numbers long. It's like 2.4 billion or something. So don't worry, you're correct. Yeah, you're correct. The number of seeds hasn't changed. It's just that 0 times F with 8 Fs is not the same thing. I hope that makes sense. Okay, and then obviously what I want to do is I want to fix this again, because ha 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 ha. He keeps giving me, I feel like it's Claude's little practical joke on me because I'm not using the API today. I'm using just the chat, and his little practical joke on me today is to just put way too many Fs in the seed number even though I told him not to. He's just like, ha ha, you can fix it. I probably will switch over though in a minute because it's like I don't need to be doing this every time. The danger is, of course, if I do it with Klein, it might change stuff that works, and you got to think all of those work fine, but Plasma doesn't. And so I had 2 choices: delete Plasma or make it a different default or fix it. you know, and I thought, do you know what, I'll try fixing it first. But isn't it interesting that all of these other presets work fine, and then this one is like getting the batch and the width the wrong way round? I find it interesting anyway. So we will do another restart. All right. Is that 0 FFFFFFFFFFFFF? Yes, it probably is. Electrolab says, I'm trying to make a node which batches images, sort of universal stat changer for floats and ints. That's interesting. You're going to have to truncate, clamp, and floor. It's probably going to be your friend if you want to be doing stuff like that. Come on, Plasma, I believe in you. Ah, are you kidding me? It's still doing it? Look. Like, you can tell that it changes. Let's take a look at one of them and see what it's done. 3 by 512. So it's the channels. So, wait. Oh, it's a mess. It's a mess, dude. Right, I'm going to try it one more time. But do you know what? I'm going to do it with Klein, because at this point, I don't think it really matters, because the next thing that I'm going to do is remove Plasma. Because again, I'm not trying to replace the Plasma node. I think it's great. It's better than mine. At the moment, the only one that doesn't work is Plasma. Okay. New task. Okay. I have a custom node named Plasma noise.py. All the presets work correctly and should not be changed except for Plasma preset. This is producing. It's so weird because it made 512. Okay, this is producing, because I'm asking for 512 by 512. Yeah, let's just put this. When I ask for 512 by 512 Plasma noise image, ask for 512 by 512 Plasma noise image, I receive 512 images that are 3 by 512. I noticed that the channel count is 3, and in this case the batch number is 1. It seems like the order of batch height, width, channels is not being respected correctly. Perhaps the other presets can be copied to fix the order of the array. For the output image format. Wow, that's kind of wordy. So after analysing the code, I can see the problem is in the generate plasma method, where there's an incorrect handling of array dimensions and an extra return noise statement that's unreachable. Looking at other working presets, they all follow the following format. Create a result array with shape, height, width 3. Fill the array with RGB values. Return the result array. Plasma implementation has two issues. Unreachable return noise statement after the actual return, so that would be a problem. And then the noise stacking in the main generate noise function is incorrect for Plasma. Let's fix that. Removed unreachable return noise statement, that was the actual, which was after the return. Removed unnecessary noise stacking in main generate noise function, since generate Plasma method already returns an array with the correct shape. Plasma noise generation should now work correctly with the proper dimensions BHWC, where batch is 1, height 512, width 512, channels 3 for RGB. Let me verify if there are any potential issues. After reviewing the rest of the code, I can confirm that it now generates a height width 3 array. Tensor conversion and dimension in generating noise ensures final output is in the correct format. All other noise types are working correctly as they follow the same pattern. The changes should resolve the issue where 512 Plasma noise was generating 512 images of 3x512. Okay, so let's see if he's full of Dingo's donuts or if he's actually real. Let's find out. So he claims to have just done it, so I guess we'll just restart and we'll test it. Because that's the thing. If it works, it works. That's interesting. All right. Why is my video? It's playing random videos. Stop playing videos. All right. This is like the last thing I want to do tonight. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to go crazy. How are we looking? Oh, yes, we did it. We did it. We did it. Now, do I have to fix the seed again? No, I don't. Okay, cool. So I think we did it. We did it. This is actually kind of nice. This Plasma noise is kind of different. All right, let's test it out. So turn all that back on and let's test it out. So we're going to want 1280 by 736. I'm glad I didn't destroy it now, because that's actually really quite cool. Let's compare as well. So we got the old, that's the Plasma noise node, like that. And then this is our Plasma noise. So then I'll put, yeah, we're in there now. See, the only thing I didn't implement, I don't have a turbulence factor. And that could be quite cool. But yeah, this is Plasma. Yeah, thanks Throttle Mouth. I appreciate you recognizing the difference. Haha. It's because we actually used the library. What was it called again? We used the library. I can't find it because Windows is stupid. There we go. Open Simplex. And I'm sure there's more in there too. So this is what the Plasma noise looks like from the Plasma repo, which is cool, don't get me wrong, and I do like the turbulence. I might have to get turbulence for myself, but it's kind of messy. Ours is more like Plasma. Plasma. But I'm not throwing shade or anything. I love this so much. He gave me the idea to make this. And we obviously have more than in there as well. It's not just, I'm not just ripping off someone else's, you know what I mean? And you've got all this other stuff in here to control with. I don't think you see any of that stuff in here. No. Color Plasma. I wonder how it will affect the output though. We've got dialogue close-ups. And how long? 5 seconds at 720p. That's what we're doing. So this could take 1 minute. It'll get there. Turbulence is like a noise pattern. Yeah, it's kind of like a distortion type, a convolution distortion. That's what I would call turbulence. But because this works, I wouldn't actually... Now this works, I'm not going to touch it, you see. I'll show you what I would do instead. And if you've been on the stream for a while, then you would know what I'm going to do. So, and I'm going to do it with the API. So I'll go new task, yeah, and say I need help needing a new create, which is named, right? And then I'm going to call it Noise Factory V2, right? Because why change what, you know what I mean? Why risk breaking everything when we could make a V2 and we could extend by adding a turbulence property, you know? So I'm going to tell it to look at the first one, yeah? And then I'll just say the function of, however, the function that this node will perform is enhanced in many ways. Firstly, by adding the, what was it called again? I've completely forgotten what it was called. Turbulence, yeah. Turbulence variable code, and exposing this value as a parameter, among other improvements. So it's like magic. It should generate a noise, generate an image of not noise in the chosen style. There we go. Function that this knows, firstly by adding the turbulence variable, related code, and exposing this value as a parameter, among other improvements. It should, among other improvements, it should generate an image of noise in the chosen style. That'll do. Because it works. And I might want to improve it with even more crazy noise stuff. Because I'm going to say, I have open simplex. What other noise can I generate? Do you know what I mean? Just have a conversation. Have a conversation with your developer today. Or AI, if that makes more sense to your wallet. Yeah, perfect to set a backup, because like I said, I've got something to go back to as well. Plasma from image. Ah, now you're talking. I wonder. So take an image and make it plasma, and then maybe even use that noise to generate the image. Let's put that as a V3 idea. Like, image to noise. That's actually worth a little conversation. Let's have a little conversation, shall we, boys? So, I obviously want normal. I don't like it when you use the other ones. Okay. So, yes, we have created a noise factory.py. Custom node for comfy UI. It creates vibrantly colorful noise images for use as initial latents in AI generation. Okay, that seems like a pretty good first line. What's the context here? Okay, I'm actually gonna include the script. So let him really get his mind wrapped around this. It creates vibrantly colorful noise images for use as initial latents in AI generation. Okay. I'm planning a V3 version of this node which has the ability to create noise from an image. This means we do not need the height and width. Actually, wait, no we do, because we might want to do cropping, stretching, all kinds of business like that. So, create noise from an image. So perhaps you could say you have a noise amount. Which means we can have a decimal parameter to control how much noise was applied to the image and requires an image input on the node. This is a funny one. Have an override to width and height. Hang on a second. Just reading out all of the comments. Yes, says Electronic Music Art Collective. And Throttlemouth, that is Plasma. Electrolab, it's based on sequential number generator. Yours does not do batch and its outputs do not attach to float. It works, but I'm bad at coding batches. Hooray for the Plasma. Just to answer that for you, if you're trying to do sequential number generator, they're integers. So that's why it doesn't turn into a float. And if you want to get a float out of an integer, the easiest way to do it, I'll just quickly show you, Electrolab. So no matter what you have, what you can do is you can do math, right? And we can do simple math, all right? Okay. Now, simple math comes in as a float or an integer. So if I have a simple float, okay, simple math float, right? Or if I have a simple int, yeah, it doesn't matter which one I have, both of them can go in to this. Okay, so what I'm saying is this simple math will take in floats or ints. Now if it says I want it to be one of these, if it does say that, then you can drag it into one of these. So if you have a float, go into float. If you have an int, go into int. Yeah. And then what you do is you just do a times 1. Yeah. So say I have a float, or rather I have an int of 1 and it's coming in here. That's going to do 1 times 1, which is 1. And then I can get my float out the other side with a show any. Okay. And now we've just basically, I know, look, there's probably like nodes which convert from int to float. I bet if I type int to, yeah, look, int to float. So there's nodes that do what we're doing. And you can obviously have it come in. You can connect into here. So, you know, but I don't know what nodes you have. But basically, yeah, if you want to ever get something which is an int, you can do a conversion like that. But go ahead and make your own custom nodes. I'm not going to steal your fun. All right? I'm not going to steal your fun. It's fun to make nodes. Look at that. It's not bad. It's not bad. Now, you could say, well, is this actually the plasma? And so that's what I want to find out. That's what I want to find out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix the seed here. And we're using a prompt engine, so I'm going to fix the prompt engine. I'm even going to fix my string painter, so we can't... Wait a minute. I'm going to fix my string painter so that it's not even doing a string paint, okay? So that means it's all on this. Now I will say, one thing I don't have in Noise Factory is oh wait, no I do, it's right there. I was about to say I don't have a seed. I do have a seed. I just didn't notice it because it's one. So that's okay. So we've made our video. I'm just catching up with my own brain here. Okay. Dialogue close up. Yeah. Freeze it. Freeze it. Freeze it. Because we might get a different video. Who knows? So, yeah. Maybe a unum. Yeah, true. Electrolab says I have both. It outputs both float and int. Nice. So let's see if I missed anything. Yours is what I expect when someone says color plasma, not RGB powder blows. Electronic Music says turbulence is like a noise pattern. Throttle Mouth says spreader. Electronic Music says perfect to set up a backup. And then Throttle Mouth says plasma from image. I've even got an example using nodes that I worked on today, but it's not a one-stop node. Electronic Music Art Collective said why first ordered then noise. That's a little nonsense, or not. First ordered then noise. I'm trying to decode what you're saying there, buddy. Throttle Mouth have an override to width and height. That's reasonable. Electronic Music Art Collector, I think it's nonsense because there will be a rest structure, what we don't want. A rest structure. Electrolab says I have both. It outputs both float and int. And then Electronic Music says maybe not an int, maybe a unum. Electronic Music Art says maybe more turbulence for more crisp images and videos. Throttle Mouth says scale back the denoise and latent noise to 0.25. You'll still be able to see the initial noise output. Oh right, yes. Electrolab says good point though. Thanks. Modified node solved it. Idea is to change stats of any nodes dynamically, but it does not trigger for every image passing through it. I need help sometimes. It's almost ... So I have confidence that you'll figure it out. Or you can ask your friend Claude. Okay. Electronic Music said, you read the comments too late. Sorry, mate. If it don't make sense, it's because I was responding to someone else's question. Okay, so we are doing the VAE stage now. So let's just go back over here because we were doing stuff. So we got Noise Factory V3. Noise Factory V3. I don't recall ever owning a droid. Let me have a look at this here. So Noise Factory V2. So it's put the V2 in here and it wrote the V2 as well. Interesting. Apply turbulence. Generate turbulence field. Apply turbulent displacement. Mix original turbulent value. So yeah, it looks like it's going to do what I wanted. Question is, what the heck is Noise Factory V3? So this won't have the turbulence stuff, but it will be image input. So I don't know whether this is even going to work. But we'll try it. Do you know what I mean? So we've got two new Noise Factories. 2 new noise factories. I'll just rename it. Capital N, capital F, capital V. There it is. I'm gonna have to refresh that. See, they should be, yeah, everything's up at the top. Okay, so we got 2 that we don't even know if they work yet. So I think it's probably going to pick them all up. But I'm going to do that first one, because that first one's done. And while it's doing that, because this isn't going to really affect... I don't think this is really going to affect anything. Yeah, it's just making the technicals for the one that we finished. So while it's doing that... Ah, yeah, that's right. I do need to write the init for V3. Where'd it go? Here it is. No, I closed it. God damn it. Up we go. Here we go. I need the init, and I need to just duplicate this like that, and then just say V3 here, 3 here, 3 here, 3 here, 3 here. There. They're all saved. So then we got V1 with the documentation. And then we got V2, which I don't know if it works yet. And where'd V3 go? And V3, both of which don't know. Don't know. Don't know. Gonna have to test them. So let's restart. Shouldn't be on this tab for that, to be honest. Okay, so what do we got? Electronic Music said, that's the reason you don't understand it, sorry. More turbulence, more details. Maybe you found something on Git. Cool. Like I said, I've got my eye on Discord. 3D guided generative AI blueprint, huh? Yeah, it's canny with Blender. Yeah, Coco, you're correct. Oh yeah, cool, nice effect. What is that, like a point blur? Color correct GPU, interesting. It's got a bunch of different looks, I like that. That's very cool. This mixes plasma noise. When you say this, you're showing a... I guess it must be an embedded picture, so let's just save it. And see what we can find. So, we're in. We're back in. Okay. It's weird how it keeps on changing the workflow. So if I open up an example, I need an example workflow, like I have made so many of. No. Oh man. Wavelet composition. No. Oh well, I guess that's close actually. That is close. So if I take... Yeah, if I take that and just put that there, get rid of that, and just say noise factory. Okay, yeah, we can get rid of that now. And then it's literally just the easiest thing ever, really. You just go noise factory into a preview. say V1. Save. No, I missed. Save as. There we go. Alright. And then we'll go for the V2. It's called Noise Pattern Generator V2 now for some reason. I'll have to fix that. Get another one of these. Put that in. Get rid of this. I mean, it's probably actually, it's probably useful to see the old one. Plasma. What am I doing? Noise Factory. And I don't see the third one either, which makes me wonder if there's something wrong with it. It's not. That's a strange default. Okay. RGB turbulence. Let's go with plasma on both, please. Ah, I forgot to put it. Forgot to put it on fixed, so we didn't actually get same seed there. Go again. Got turbulence 0.5. Ah, there's more stuff. Red, green, blue balance. Saturation. Turbulence and frequency. And there's also, well, we already had scale. So I guess if I put turbulence to 1, does that mean we get the same image? I don't know. I don't know. Persistence is 0.5. No, it doesn't mean that. The turbulence was pretty cool though, I'm not going to lie. Turbulence does quite a lot, so I guess if I put turbulence to 0 maybe. It's not really the same. It's got all the other same settings. I'm just checking to see how reproducible it is, you know? But yeah, the turbulence does help. So if I go 0.5 on the turbulence, that does help. V2.
You're listening to 5below5.uk radio. I put this together with all the tracks I've built.
Let's just put the turbulence to 1 for the sake of the demo.
You can check them all out on my SoundCloud and on Bandcamp.
Oh, it helps to actually change this though.
5.uk. Check out our YouTube tutorials as well.
Noise Factory. I might just, you know what? I'll use the same example. Yeah. Just realised I don't need to make a V1, V2, V3. I could just put them all, because it's not complicated. I could just put the third one on the same thing. Put them in order, 1, 2, 3. So, do I not have Noise Factory 3 then? No. We need to sort out that naming as well. So how do we make the name thing? It's easy. It's the init. So here we go. I want to call it... Is this something I've messed up as well? We want to call it Noise Factory. Let's change the label and then go into the Python. Down the bottom it should say Noise Factory. Save that. this one, go down the bottom, call it Noise Factory. And then the third one, go down the bottom, and it's missing code, so no wonder it doesn't run. It's incomplete. previous it's short-handed me again. Oh well, this is what happens when you let computers do everything. They get lazy and they go, just see my last email. Got to be more verbose. RGBA, the turbulence. That's pretty cool. Everything I'm doing has 3 channels right now, so I don't have RGBA support. Throttle says there's a workflow in the pick. So that was something else I wanted to check out. So before I restart this, I'm just going to drag his image in. I think it was this one. No, that's not it. That's one of mine. I swear I downloaded it. I downloaded it from Discord. So I downloaded it from Discord. What more does it want from me? It's called Plasma Blend. So where was it? It says I've already got it. Where is it? There's no way. If I I don't even see it. Where is it downloading things to? Why is my... Oh, come on. It's having trouble now, boys. I'm gonna have to come back to it. This is why I end up having to come back to stuff. Oh, he hit the maximum length allowed at this time. Huh. Well, that's no good. That's no good. Okay. We'll try a little trick here. Please continue from the line unless I hit my limit. So now you've got to play a bit of jigsaw puzzle. So basically get rid of that. So from there, wait, let's give it the right spacing. From there, okay, copy this. Now, is there an indentation? Wait a minute, what? Hang on a minute, did he put it in here for me? No, he didn't. What? Oh. Okay, no space. That's good to know. I thought he'd just surprised me, but no. No. Save that. Okay. Now then, where's that image? There it is. So let's drop this image in. Okay, a bunch of RemBG stuff. Latent image prep. There's plasma noise. Blimey. Colorized, preview, colorized, plasma and image. Text, logo and plasma, footer text edging. What? Oh, I see what you're talking about. It just uses plasma noise to actually make the image. That's what it looks like to me. You've got Ultra Spice, whatever that is. It's interesting. And it looks like it's making text. Mixes plasma noise. Oh look, color match wavelet. That's interesting. Easy use color match. I've never seen that before. That's interesting. Denoise note. Interesting. Alright, well, anyway, on with the chase. I need to continue the chase. So, I have a Noise Factory example. So what I want is I want to see Noise Factory V3. I don't see it, which means I haven't restarted yet, or something else fundamentally is broken. So let me just... This is wrong, isn't it? Yeah, this is wrong. Why does it say class Noise Factory? This is all totally bogus. Alright, hang on, I gotta do some manual stuff because this is bogus. Class Noise Factory V3. Yeah, just what I thought. Yup. 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 No wonder. It's conflicting with one I already have with the same name. So that's why that wasn't working. These were set up incorrectly. Save that. Just whack it with some other checkpoints. Hang on. Got to get it in order, my man. Got 3 new nodes to drop. This is what we've been working on for the tail end of the stream here tonight, so I want to get it finished. If possible. The V2 is working. I haven't tested every preset, but that's probably the most impressive one. I don't know. What are we going to get? You never know what you're going to get. Okay, Noise Factory V3. Looks a little bit smaller than V2. Don't know why. Because it doesn't have turbulence. But it does image in, which is something the last one couldn't do. Okay, so do a load image. And let's use Titus. So where's the amount? Noise strength 1.0. So let's go with 0.5. And see what happens. Let's see what happens. I wouldn't be surprised if it threw an error because, you know, it's done really well so far. Hey! This is not... Yeah. Alright, we've got an error, ladies and gents. Batten down the hatches. It's time to figure it out. Oi, you! What have you done? When I run the new node, I receive... error. The noise is a NumPy array while the image is a PyTorch tensor. Wait, you mean you got your tensors and your numpies mixed up? Cuh. Would you like me to provide the complete updated script? Mind you, is he going to run out of lines? Because it's too long, isn't it? It is. The problem is it's too long. So do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try copying it in place, which is a very risky operation and may just break everything. In fact, hang on a minute. I got a better idea. Copy contents. When running Noise Factory v3, I received an error and you told me to use this script to replace this script. Let's see if he can figure it out. It's already broken, so it doesn't matter if I break it more. It's interesting how it changed it in several places then, not just one. Stop searching for that now. Okay, cool. Restart. Yes. Rainbow noise under general. Throttle Mouth says just whack it through some other checkpoints. That's the other workflow. Electrolab, our friend Pirate GFX helps a lot. We are able to complete our frame shuffle node and have it handle audio shuffle too. Claude is smart. Excellent. I love to see it. Next thing you want to put it up on a GitHub so people can just download it. And then you'll be introduced to the wonders of the Comfy Manager registration. Yes, I know. I'm running out of time. Electronic Music Art Collective says Torch Vision transforms Gaussian blur kernel size sigma 0.1, 2.0 in brackets. So we have Noise Factory 1, basic, Noise Factory 2, advanced, and then Noise Factory 3, which is got an image input. Yeah, boy. Hey, it works. Did you ever consider a Tyranid holiday in the sun? Okay. Let's try it with RGB turbulence. Okay. And remember, I've just got it at noise strength 0.5 here. And normally for image to image, you would use 0.75. It's interesting, isn't it? I think it is. Prismatic. HSY noise. Perlin. Polychromatic. Rainbow fractal. Color wavelet. That's the last one. Go back to rainbow fractal and then turn it down to like 0.25. What? I must have missed with my fat fingers. plasma. Sick. I love how it's stretched it, you know, it's just stretched the image to whatever it is that you want. It's just stretched. Okay, so there's still plenty of room for improvement on this, but this is actually a solid workflow, so I'm going to go ahead and save that and then export it, and hopefully that's not the 5th one I did today. No, that's the only one. Good. So then we can put it into the example nodes. It's like I gotta like do everything in order, otherwise things don't get done, and there'll be like one thing missing out of all of that. It's already happened. There's already like 4 of them that don't have example workflows, but they got documentation, so I'll get round to it. I've used. It's not like I haven't used those nodes, but I didn't want to just use a node like a workflow where that node is there and you have to figure out which one it is. I wanted to actually make dedicated examples for just that node. So I think this does achieve that. All right, bumpity boo. So yeah, we need to do another documentation. So what have we got? Have we got? No, we don't have it. Okay. So it's going to be. How am I looking on time? I'm looking good. Noise Factory V2. Go. And then hopefully we can get Noise Factory V3. Alright, let me just see this. Electronic music has brought quick turb sim, atmospheric turbulence image generation. That's interesting. I'll open that. We'll take a look at that as well. I'm running right out of time though tonight, but I'll probably take a look at it in between streams if we don't look at it tonight. But thank you very much. That might be like a key factor in getting this finished, so thank you. Okay. Okay, so we've got the node. We're doing documentation. It should have finished that by now. So I should be able to do Noise Factory V3. And then I can update the index. Helps to actually submit. Submit that. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Look in the folder. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 2. Where's number 3 at? Where's Noise Factory number 3 at? I don't see the Python file here. That's weird. Yeah, where's the Python file? What? Oh wait, it's right there, right under my nose. Why don't I... Where's the Python file? It's right there. It's weird. So yeah, we do need to do requirements to update, so it's just this one I need to update, so that would be a different prompt. Keep my docs up to date. You're curious if the Python turbulence noise script will help. I think it will, mate. I think it will. I appreciate you dropping that link in the general chat. Just for anybody that didn't know, you can join the Discord. We have a link in the description. You could go ahead and join us. Submit whatever it is you want us to look at. For example, electronic music. Just drop this, which is code, which could help me to make my noise factory even better. I appreciate there's like 3 versions, but if you look at some of the nodes, I'll make as many as I need to make, guys. Okay, so where's Noise Factory? I bet it's here. Here. Yeah, that's Noise Factory right there. So if I then go into examples, there'll be 3 Noise Factories in here somewhere. Oh no, they're not there yet, are they? No, wait, yeah they are. I've already done them. So where the hell? Oh, there'll be one. There'll be one which I'll use for... Yeah, it'll be the same one. Where the heck is it? There. So I'll just use the same one for all 3 because we got all 3 in one workflow this time. Feels like cheating, but it's not. Okay, that's now up to date. So what we can do is we can go to DJZ nodes and we can do an add file, upload file, and throw all the new source code on the pile. So that means refresh, that means from there to there, but not the backup. There it is. So now we've got our own noise factory. We've got our own noise generators. We can add more if we need them. Change whatever settings we want. Sounds good to me. Okay. But unfortunately, that is the end of tonight's stream. So I will probably be back tomorrow. We are thinking about doing a Discord stage tomorrow. We might make it Thursdays. It'll probably be a little bit shorter than the usual live streams. And it might not actually be live streamed, but I'm thinking about doing a recording and then pushing that out as a video, but we'll see how it goes. So tomorrow at the same sort of time, anybody that wants to take part can obviously jump up. I'd like to, look at stuff people are working on and perhaps invite brave people up who want to speak. And that's pretty much the idea for Thursday. So hopefully I'll see you tomorrow, and there will be more news about that in the Discord, in the ping section. So you'll see it right here. This is the stage. So that's where we're going to be. Probably do a couple of hours of chatting, and we'll just talk about the week, what you're working on, things you want to talk about, basically like a little Q&A and showcase for everybody. So there it is. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.